Hello Virgo, I am Eva at Mungodes Oracle. Welcome to my channel. This is about your weekly reading from the 10th till the 16th of July, and this can be yours if your sun, moon, rising sign or Venus is in Virgo. So let's see what is showing up for this week as a scheme. Okay, so I am going to shuffle this archetype oracle and see what is showing up. 3 cards. Wow, very interesting. We've got the Tear, the Father, and Thanatos. Now Thanatos is like death and rebirth. I am looking at these hands here, and I don't know how much you can see the picture. It's in a spider net, and spiders are the symbol of the feminine, and this center is like a bead, which is drawing my attention in very much. It's like almost like an eye. It's a very weird sensation it creates. It's like when you get stuck in a spider web. You know, it's sticky, it's unpleasant. You try to shake it off yourself, but you can't. And it's like, what I'm getting from Spirit is like watching you. I don't know what that is. But then we've got the Tear with an eye and an emerald. The sadness, the tears of grief and losing people. Yeah, this is a very interesting one. It could be a death of a loved one you are still grieving. And then we've got the Father. It could be an actual father you lost or a father figure. Wow, okay. Get caught up, you got caught up in some deep emotions which were bringing you down. And the green emerald is about healing your heart, and from the darkness bring in that pink light of unconditional love, the green of healing, the gold of protection. And it's like your soul is witnessing different things in this lifetime and previous lifetime. Your third eye is open. I'm channeling, so it may not make sense right now. And you are building yourself up from the loss of a loved one, back up again, finding your own worth and shining again. Wow, it may be just for very few people, this one. Okay. So let's clarify with the tarot. It's a very heavy feeling. It's like squeezing my heart. And there is something to do with this very center here. I don't know whether on the video it comes across. It's like something goes straight in your third eye. Like a beam. which is like you could be sensing, feeling your deceased loved one. They could be coming to you to help you, to direct you, to guide you in life. Let's get to this. What is Thanatos? What is Thanatos about in this context? Let me just go into this book and find Thanatos. Yeah, this is death. Grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is, and it is about an initiation to the underworld. Right, so what I am getting, this bearing witness to all that is, could be this very point here, this very center. Honestly, when I'm looking at it, my third eye is being directed by it. It's very weird. I never felt that before. Let me see, what is it about? What is this about? Empress. Okay. Strength at the bottom. Oh, and the Queen of Cups at the bottom with the Page of Cups. So, Virgo, this could be that you lost at least one person who was very close to your heart, and it made you stand even more in your power than before. And it's like maybe your upbringing is to be strong, to be not to show emotions, not to show your grief to others, but inside you are very loving and caring, and you need to make peace with these two sides of you, because there's the Page of Cups in between. They are showing their back to each other. So what needs to be done is to allow your vulnerable feminine side and your strong masculine side to see eye to eye and to embrace each other. So being an empress can happen in two ways. One is where you are not healed, where you are forcing those conditioning energies that made you repress your inner feminine and not allowing your tears to flow, to feel the feelings which are coming up throughout this grief. And now Spirit is asking you to make peace. And that's how you are going to become the balanced empress who can feel, who can be strong, but respecting both sides of you, the inner masculine and the inner feminine. I do hope it makes sense, because it isn't easy to translate it into words. Okay, I don't know. Today my microphone is very much in the way. I can't find my way around it. Right, the tear. It seems obvious that you are grieving, you are shedding tears, you temporarily fell into the darkness and now you are starting to come out of it. 5 of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. So you felt abandoned. You felt like your loved one left you behind. And now you are observing yourself and observing your environment. And also we've got the Two of Cups showing up here. So it's like you feel that love which you felt and still feel towards your loved one who passed away is still there. And you know that they are with you, helping you. I'm sorry, this is a bit deep, but this is what is coming through. And what is the Father? The world, with the Magician and the Eight of Wands. So what I am getting here is that a huge cycle has finished with this loved one passing away, and now you are forced to become who you truly are. You are Virgo, you are the Magician, to create the life you wanted all along, to create your own legacy and spread the word about it. Shine your light and do what you came here to do. Wow. Okay. Good. So let's see. So far, you could be dealing with a Libra, a Leo, Capricorn, or another Virgo. Okay. So let's see what else we can find out for this week. I don't even dare to ask after this. So it's definitely an end of a very difficult period where you lost yourself, you lost your way, and you are starting to find it again. There is like an amethyst, a very spiritual stone. Amethyst is about spiritual protection. It's also working with the throat chakra and the third eye and the crown. So these are higher chakras, high frequency energy, finding the light, finding your way, healing your masculine, your inner masculine through this experience. Right, so there are challenges, obviously, with this journey. Okay, it makes lots of sense. So the bottom of the deck is the saved by the light. So this energy is like you are standing in the physical world and being caught up in fears, in insecurities, doubts. And when you look in the mirror, your mirror image shows up as your higher self, and she is beaming at you. See that? That light which I felt was beaming at my third eye, this is it. So your higher self is sending you the courage, the energy to keep going, to get out of the fear, get out of that spider net and the darkness, and keep pushing through and keep staying true to yourself and becoming you, like rebirthing you. Wow, this is making lots of sense. So this is saved by the light. This is what you are experiencing now. And you know what Spirit is showing me on Friday, we had the 777 gateway, which is about putting the karma behind, addressing what is not healed yet, dealing with anything coming up from the subconscious, to notice it and heal it, because you can only heal whatever is in the light. So that is about possibly this experience you have been going through for days, weeks, months, years is something that you need to readdress and see it from the light, not from the darkness, okay? And Spirit and the Divine are here to assist you. Surrender. The moon governs the water on earth and has a huge influence on your energetic field. especially on your emotional status. So watch out for the moon cycles, because they can mess up your energy. And if you ground yourself, if you become aware what tilts you out of balance, you can address that. And too much thinking, overanalyzing, masking your feelings or intellectualizing them, connect with your heart to get out of your head. So ground yourself and connect with your heart. Because during grieving, you often are caught up in your thoughts. You are trying to make sense of everything that happened, maybe blaming yourself for not being there for the person who died, or I don't know what kind of scenario you are running in your head. But right now, the key is to connect with your heart, ground your energies, and allow your higher self to pull you up. And keep going with that. Remember this picture. This is the key. Okay, so wow, this is very strong. Right, let's ask about this more. The spirit and the divine is there to assist you, which is very obvious, but let's see what they want to say. Yeah, stay determined. There's the Knight of Pentacles. To heal, to get through this. You are doing really well. You are coming through. Grief is a very difficult one to deal with. Okay, let's look into this surrender. 8 of Pentacles with the Lovers at the bottom. So what I am getting with this is the 8 of Pentacles reversed is like maybe you were giving up, and the male figure here is fading away, because it's like the sun went down when this person passed away. Could be a father figure, could be your loved one who represented the masculine in your life, and you just gave up everything and like tried to just exist without living. And now Spirit is asking you, you don't need to find the answers. You don't need to know everything. Surrender. It will be fine. And there is the Wheel of Fortune as well. So there is a positive change coming. You can also be dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius. What is this too much thinking about? 3 of Cups and the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with the Taurus as well. It's like enjoy life again. Try and start to enjoy life again. Be more open to have fun, to connect with people again. Maybe you completely became a hermit. Laughter, light-hearted living is what is going to help you feel good again. And this is a higher spiritual learning, the hermit. So this experience, which is so very heartbreaking, is helping you almost like feel the divine more stronger, because you feel your person from beyond the veil. You sense them. They may appear in your dreams. You may hear them talking into your ears during things, not talking, but like you are receiving messages from them, and this is strengthening your belief in the universe, in God, whatever your beliefs are. Oh my goodness, this is wow. Very, very deep. So, I usually do this weekly reading, like looking at the love side and the job side, and then just wrapping it up. This is like a full message already. And honestly, I'm not sure how to turn it into a love reading, but I am going to try to see what we can find here. So if we are looking at it from a love side, you have been very strong in a love situation where you are being invited or have been invited in a love connection where you could address your father wounds. And you learned that feelings are weakness, although you are aware that it's not true, but still you are running your own patterns or have been running your own patterns, and now you have a chance to break out of them. Okay? And still staying with the love side, the person you are okay, so what I am getting, the full story is like you could have a love connection where you were playing out these father wounds, and separately from that you lost a loved one who was a father or a father figure in your life, could have been another love connection. And now the one who is alive, you are watching them, you feel love towards them, and you feel that things closed, doors closed on that connection, but you want to reconnect with them because now you feel you are in a different position. You may be able to reconnect as like-minded souls meeting with each other, maybe not for a romantic side, but definitely for almost like finishing this healing process. That the two are related. Your deceased loved one and this person who you have been in a relationship with or had a connection with, the lovers and the Two of Cups showing up with that person who you could have a separation, no contact connection right now. And the message is, be true to yourself, see it from a lighthearted position, and maybe just talk it out. Maybe you are meeting up at a party accidentally, and then you can start talking and go through certain things to clarify things. Now, if we are looking at the work side, I'm so sorry, of the situation, you were definitely pushing yourself to your limits at work. It's like doing. You always had a long to-do list, and you always thought that you need to work your socks off to become financially secure. And now Spirit is asking you to follow your heart. And you are the Empress already, but this shift is like when you are allowing your feminine to become equal with your inner masculine, then you are becoming more creative, more fertile, more intuitive, and that will help your work enormously. So it's like what died here is the version of you who believed that everything needs to be hard work, because that's what was installed in you when you were a child. So now you are realizing that there is another way. You may not need to work your socks off. There is another way when you are fully following your soul's desire and doing what you love doing, what you enjoy doing, working with your spirit guides. That's when the healing happens and you shift. Now, this tier in this work scenario, finances, money scenario, is about feeling misunderstood, feeling like you put so much work in and still don't get the money what you deserve, you feel you deserve. And you are, again, Eight of Pentacles reversed. You stop pushing yourself, and that's when things are going to change. That's the lovers here. Well, a choice in love, a choice in how you are going to work now. And this is about no excuses, doing what you love doing. Like, I always wanted to be an artist, and I was always told by my father that he won't let me do that because I will be dying of starving, because it's no way I can earn my money through art. And it's a huge, huge negative influence I was trying to work through in my entire life. And still to this day, when I want to do art, it's always like, no, that's pleasure. You can't do that. You need to earn money. And I can earn money with my art. So these are lots of deeply seated beliefs that affect not just your love life, but also your work life. And going back to this stream of work and money, this, when you close this cycle and you truly focus on what you love doing, what you feel called towards, that's when you become the magician. That's when you are standing fully in your power, Empress and Magician together, and you are going to shine and receive like fan messages, like you are becoming a celebrity, and in your work, maybe a small celebrity, maybe a big one, but the key is that your Empress side and the Magician are working together. See that? So your lower self and higher self are connecting, and your inner feminine and masculine are connecting. And this is a very powerful shift that's happening right now, because you are going to be unstoppable in work and in love. And there is some kind of celebration here, achievements. Maybe you get a promotion, maybe you won an award, maybe there's some kind of amazing achievement in work what you are celebrating. Wow. So this is it. This is it's, my mind is still blown, so I can't really think. I am going to go to this Keepers of the Light. And if it is like you resonate with both the love aspect and work aspect of this reading, this shift between your inner masculine and feminine is going to create this huge positive change in your life. Becoming you. That's what I am keep hearing. Pole divination. Experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Beautiful. And Melchizedek, higher learning. I did say higher learning with the Hierophant. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So it's definitely a very spiritual breakthrough, an opening. It's almost like you put down your burdens and now you are lighter, more ready for your mission, for why you came to Earth. Wow. Okay. Virgo, this is what I have for you. Do let me know how it resonates, and I'm going to continue this on Patreon. Again, as always, looking into both the love and work or money side of this week. And thank you so much for being here, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. If you wish to have a personal reading or coaching session with me, please get in touch. Take care. Bye for now.